proudly introduce you to Lawdyssey. Lawdyssey is the first legal-based board game ever invented with the combination of a few board games such as Millionaire, Monopoly, and Snake Ladder that most of us used to play when we were kids. It does not just give us the nostalgic feeling, but also a fun experience in learning the basic concepts of law and understanding the cases. Well, consequently, we are able to interpret the law better and manage to handle a legal case just like a professional lawyer by playing this legal-based board game. Now, let us get more detail in this Lawdyssey board game. Lawdyssey can be played by 2 to 5 players, which will be represented by jurisprudence figures as indicators, such as Roscoe Pound, H.L.L. Hart, John Locke, Thomas Aquinas, and Herbert Spencer. This will indeed increase the recognition of the jurisprudence figures of the legal theory which existed in the field of law. To start the game, each player will be given 100,000 LYC where they can purchase properties, invest, travel, and many more. The goal is to become the wealthiest player in the game. I'm the wealthiest one. By owning most of the property and completing all the challenges on the board game, such as handling law cases and answering the legal questions. Now, I know you are already excited and very curious to play this game, but I have to guide you to play this game first. Alright, let's go. How to play this game? Well, first of all, players need to roll 3 sets of 6-sided dice at once, and their movement will be based on how many numbers they get in total. Along the journey, the players need to complete challenges on the squares, and if they manage to find the right answers and solutions, they will gain more money and be able to survive in this game. The players need to answer legal questions from the legal questions card, and mooting, where players need to present their argument by drawing out mooting cards. Also, the players will figure out their fate through the fortune cards, which can either be good luck or bad luck. If it is good luck, usually the player will gain benefits such as receiving a lot of money, and if it is bad luck, usually the player will lose their money. Well, we know that our Lawdyssey board game is very inventive and very innovative enough, but we take one step further to make it more innovative and more entertaining to play it. Well, our board game is designed by us with the aim of having fun while learning, as mentioned before. Thus, we have designed fun and interactive features and components. The first one is legal question cards. There are 30 legal question cards which cover various areas of law. There are 5 legal question squares on the board game. If the players manage to answer it correctly, they will get a reward worth of 200 LYC. But if the players answer it incorrectly, there will be no reduction of money. The second one is mega legal questions. This is the most interesting part. There are only 10 mega legal questions which are more superior than the previous legal questions card. It has a bigger effect on the value of money and harder legal questions. Of course, if the players answer it correctly and complete, they will get a reward of 3,500 LYC. But if the players answer it incorrectly or incomplete, they will lose 7,900 LYC. Well, this is the part when it becomes more exciting and increases the tension between players. Well, the next one is we have mooting cards. There are 10 mooting cards which consist of mock cases where the player needs to present the argument to other players. There are 5 mooting squares on the board game, mock cases based on the law of contracts, law of torts, and also law of crimes. If the players manage to present the argument correctly, they will get a reward of 700 LYC. But if the players present the argument incorrectly, there will be no reduction of money. Thank God. The fourth one is the fortune cards. There are 20 fortune cards which consist of good luck and bad luck, which are inspired by fortune cookies. Love fortune cookies, by the way. The player's fate depends on the card that they pick, which will affect their money. The fifth is the property cards. There will be 30 property cards where the players can purchase houses, law, firms, and lands. This shows that the player owns the property and other players who trespass should pay a certain amount of money to the owner. Well, we go to the currency. The money rate for 1 LYC is the same as 36 ringgit. Yes! There are many money notes inside the box of every Lawdyssey board game, which consists of 5 LYC, 10 LYC, 20 LYC, 50 LYC, 100 LYC, 1000 LYC, 10,000 LYC, and 20,000 LYC. Each kind of money note is specifically designated by us originally, and it will be used for all the buying, selling, and purchasing activities in the game. This new and fun Lawdyssey board game is on the application of getting the copyright by registering through IRMIS UITM. For the target audience, we will target the law students from any institutions and also the public at large. So, in order to make sure that people will purchase our legal-based board game, we created our own website which displays our brand, product, and service. This will gain the attention of our target audience and take them through all the steps of purchasing it. Other than that, we also created our own account as a seller through some of online shopping platforms such as Shopee and Lazada, so it will be easier for people to purchase it. To start off, we would produce 500 units of Lawdyssey board games to test the marketability. The cost to produce the board game would be 7,250 ringgit for 500 units. The cost of production for each unit is about 14 ringgit and 50 cents. To conclude, Lawdyssey is the first ever legal-based board game for educational purposes which emphasizes the legal knowledge for the students. The students can enjoy playing this board game, which could reduce the stress from learning and doing assignments. Therefore, this Lawdyssey legal-based board game should be commercialized all over Malaysia so that everyone could experience playing this interactive game.